Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too. And all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. The Camp Nou once again decorated in the colours of Barcelona. This is what greets the players every time. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Suarez wants to play it back. Barcelona are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I think possession is key to their whole game. They've just got to avoid a bad habit they're very aware of and not get too elaborate.
Ter Stegen gets it upfield.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
And it's played forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He gets past his man. Oh, Red, they've been good at that. Roberto. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Vidal. Gets wrestled off the ball. It's come loose. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Rakitic. Played into space out wide. Well read, he sorted that out. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Surprise, surprise, he just keeps...
Chance! He's scored! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Messi is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's got away. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. And here's Messi. And it's Vidal. Dembele! Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Looks to clip it forward. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Jordi Alba. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Ter Stegen is there to take. Piqué positions himself well and cuts it out. Well weighted. Piqué does well there, alert. That's a brilliant interception. And here's Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Dembele with a delicate ball. It's come through. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Barcelona can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
It's anyone's ball. Busquets did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Rakitic. And here's Suarez. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann. Played back in. And he's cut it out. Big chance! Roberto. Messi. Luis Suarez. Shoots! He's pulled off a fine save.
Suarez really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Great leap! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Messi, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Forward it goes. Messi. Roberto. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Piqué tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Dembele. And here's Suarez. Dembele. Jordi Alba. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Now it's Griezmann going through. It's Griezmann! Hoists it forward. Breaks on here. Rakitic. Chip through. And it's got through. Gets the better of his man. Messi's cross. Gets up to head it! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Messi stands over the ball. He'll be looking to dink one in. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. It's out for a goal kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a double substitution going on here. Messi battles to win it back. Roberto. Sergio Busquets. Rakitic. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Roberto. Back into the middle. And it's Rakitic. Struck first time. No, not quite.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Just brushed off the ball there. Rakitic.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Roberto. And help's available out wide. It's a goal kick. And it's Luis Suarez. Dinks one in.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means...
Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target. Sergio Busquets.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Arthur plays it forward. Griezmann. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. It'll be a throw-in. Rakitic. Now it's Griezmann. He's left his man. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And that is that. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is has a pop, and he's done it!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Simplicity itself.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Forward it goes. Modric. It's got through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Umtiti. Oh, what's he done? And he's away. He's through. It's one-on-one.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That's surely a foul, free kick. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Messi did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Roberto. Barcelona are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
The only consolation at this stage is that they've got a lot of time on their side. You try to find a positive for any eventuality, and while an early concession is unwanted, they can recover this.
Hazard going through. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
And Vidal! Suarez has a go! Back of the net! Suarez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
We have got ourselves... Hazard! And yes, it's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Nicely measured pass. Benzema gets through on his own. Shot at goal! They are rampant! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that really is so impressive.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Sergio Busquets. Busquets really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Vidal. Sergio Busquets. Vidal. And it's Luis Suarez. Vidal. Brings it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
How about a shot? Has a shot! Hazard. And now they can launch a counter. And it's Luis Suarez. Roberto. Modric did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Benzema. Oh, what a ball! Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, it's Dembele. Hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. Benzema. Hazard. Piqué is the stronger in that contest. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well played, he saw that coming. It's come through. James Rodriguez. We hit half-time. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
And the shot! Great strike. Goalkeeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
James Rodriguez. Modric drives it forward. And it's Toni Kroos. Hazard. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Now it's Luis Suarez. James Rodriguez. Toni Kroos. James Rodriguez, and it's played forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Quick ball forward. And here's James. And here's Hazard. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Jordi Alba goes looking. It's got paid to a promising move. And it's been taken straight back. Carvajal. James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And it's Azar. Finds himself eased off the ball. Umtiti, it's a loose ball. Vidal. Kroos, who does have an assist to his name. Azar. Look at the defender bombing forward. Cleared away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And here's Modric. This could spell danger. Goes for goal! It's a decent ball. Now it's Benzema. It's Benzema! It is no contest, it is a landslide. Just so calm under pressure.
Benzema really showed good strength there, held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Madrid, he's gone for it! In it goes! And again, they pile on the misery.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it 3, quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Tries to dink it in. And they've been caught out here. Daniel Carvajal. Forward it goes. And it's Toni Kroos. Messi. Messi takes the long option. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. Sergio Busquets. And here's Messi. He's being closely tested here. He hits it! Keeper always had the measure of that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona, well beaten. There's no spinning this result. It could have been a whole lot worse. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, this really is a great... Son Heung-min! Chesney sends that a long way. Well played, he saw that coming. And it's Son Heung-min. Eriksson. Now surely! Higuain. He's made sure that that won't get through. Cuadrado. He goes long. Higuain looking to get on the end of this. Ramsey. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Bonucci gets into the right position to intercept. And here's Higuain. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! This could fall anywhere. He's got options out wide. And it's Kane. Lo Celso. And here's Kane. He's there to receive it. De Ligt goes looking.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kane. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, that's a waste. And here's Eriksson.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kane. Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Chance! Cuadrado. Forward it goes. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Kane, and here's Kane. Hits one!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So we have our breakthrough.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Alderweireld. And it's Aurier. Going through. Douglas Costa. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a loose ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Son Heung-min. Eriksson. Has he picked him out? Kane. Here it is now, surely! Oh, well played. He's taken that rip. He's had a goal! He has done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Tottenham take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Goes long, floated through. Now it's Kane. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Juventus present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Szczesny will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You could always see he was confident about that. He always looked like he was going to score.
And this one goes for half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Ramsey. And here's Higuain. Defending was strong and firm. Lo Celso plays it forward. He's pinged one through here. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Higuain has a hit! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Juventus were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And here's Eriksson. Eriksson, that intervention was very necessary. Kane! More. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out.
Shoots! It's a goal! Just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Pete.
Great leap! No, that's just wide. Tottenham Leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Son Heung-min tries lifting it over. Chesney knocks it away. Douglas Costa tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Danilo. Hoists it forward. Higuain. Eriksson. And here's Son Heung-min. Higuain. Son Heung-min tries to stroke it through. Can he go in for goal? In it goes! And again, they pile on the misery.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Juventus seem happy to bash their head.
Has a look and has a go. And he steered it beyond the post.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
That'll be a throw-in. Vertonghen. Eriksson drives it forward. Now it's Son Heung. He'll have a go. He's put it wide.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Good run through the middle, but he needs support. He's on his way. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. In the keeper.
Christian Eriksen cannot really be faulted for having a go. He's usually more capable.
Quadrado plays it long. Striding forward, fake shot at goal! Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Alexandro. It's Higuain. Douglas Costa. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Juventus are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
And here's Higuain. Just brushed off the ball there. Kane. And here's Son Heung-min. Quadrado.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And it's played forward. Musa Sissoko. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's away. Kane. Ramsey. Ramsey goes looking. Oh, well into... And that is that. Juventus had no answer. Second best in every department and correspondingly well beaten. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement. Has a goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Liverpool get it back again. And it's Firmino. Tries to dink it in. Now it's Mane. Mane opts to play it back. Oxlade-Chamberlain proving him tough. And the shots!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Suarez. Fabinho goes looking. Firmino. Mane has a pop! It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Liverpool grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Goes for goal! And that has been cleared. Firmino plays it forward. Lobs it in gently. He's left his man. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Mohamed Salah having a look. Liverpool presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen sends that a long way. He goes long. Well positioned to make that interception. Keita. And it's played forward. And it's Roberto. Vidal. Sergio Busquets gets wrestled off the ball. Salah, a real chance to break. And he's away. Mohamed Salah is on his own. Hits one! They are rampant! And the lead is done! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Has a look and has a go. Oh, top draw save from the keeper.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Foot in. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Rakitic. Forward it goes. And here's Roberto Firmino. Keita. Vidal gets it back. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. And now they can launch a counter. Firmino. Mohamed Salah. Ter Stegen can claim that. Looking to break out here. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Firmino. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Ter Stegen will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. And that's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Now it's Rakitic. Keita. And it's Salah. Firmino. And here's Mane. Cut out in the nick of time. And it's going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement. And the second half gets underway. Barcelona come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And here's Mohamed Salah. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there. Fabinho. And here's Roberto Firmino. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Hoisted towards the area. Mohamed Salah finds himself offside. That's a throw. Robertson. Firmino. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Out to the left it goes. Fabinho plays it out to the flank. Titi gets into the right position to intercept, and it's been taken straight back. Now it's Luis Suarez. Van Dijk tries to get it forward quickly, and they win it back again. Shaqiri right through the middle. Mane gets through and it goes for goal! Taken with style! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Jim, your thoughts?
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Liverpool tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Mohamed shapes to shoot! Oh, denied at the last.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Ter Stegen has got himself a free kick. Liverpool are leaving men forward, threatening to... That could spell trouble. Roberto drives it forward. And here's Mohamed Salah, Firmino. And they've been caught out here. Mohamed Salah. Piqué can hoist it clear. Played into the middle. Ter Stegen has that under control. Arthur goes long.
Barcelona appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
He's made sure that that won't get through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Piqué gets good distance on it, and they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Arthur, Van Dijk cuts it out. Barcelona have a free kick. And it's Roberto. Roberto! Now it's Mane. Arthur. Messi. He's gone for it! Hoists it forward. Mane goes looking. It's got through to him. Tries a shot! It's in! Surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Liverpool totally rampant here. Firmino tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was...
It's Luis Suarez! No, that's just wide. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, he really got hold of that. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. And here's Mohamed Salah. Mane, he's through, now is he in? Arthur plays it forward. And time is up. Barcelona have no answer. Second best in every department and correspondingly well beaten. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. We have already started here. Tottenham will play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
Well, quick two-touch football can be difficult to execute, but these players can take it to one-touch passing, and living with that is not easy.
Messi, it's a brilliant interception.
Well, it's something I've noticed more of. They're defending much deeper.
And here's Suarez. And he has been fouled there.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
He'll fancy himself from here. Messi! It's hit the upright. Ball's gone out of play. Vidal. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. It's Son Heung-min. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Hoists it forward. Out towards the flank. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! What a rocket! That is special! About as smooth as it gets. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A 1-0 lead established.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Forward it goes. Now it's Kane. And it's Lucas Moura. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's Dembele! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Aurier. He's made sure that that won't get through. Lucas Moura. Jordi Alba. Ericsson. Gets it back. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Good ball. He's got away. Crowd calling for him to shoot. And it's played forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Messi has created one goal already. Vidal. He's played him through. Jordi Alba does well to read it and intercepts. Sergio Busquets. And it's Dembele. Jordi Alba could try cutting inside here. Cut out in the nick of time. No way through there. Oh, great ball! Keeps everyone guessing. Messi. Big chance! Just a whisker away. Alderweireld. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Long play, a definite foul there. There aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Decent hit from there. Ericsson. He's through the middle. That's good defending, very good. Chance to shoot! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And it'll be the final action of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're already into the second period.
Barcelona playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Gets away from his opponent. He's gone for it! He's delivered all right!
And some players are just capable of grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck, and his immense talent may just have done exactly that and injected the belief that they can retain their lead this time round. Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Tottenham take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Shapes to shoot! Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Roberto. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Kane displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here. This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Chance to break. Looks to dink one in. Well played, he saw that coming. Son Heung-min.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Could move up a gear here. It's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! Win style! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, it's lovely to see the art of the skies alive and well, but the keeper straight into no man's land.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposite.
It's Luis Suarez! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, they're being made to force the issue, but they need to be patient and a little more composed.
Rose. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Messi. He's left his man. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Chance! Dembele has a hit! Get that clear.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Vidal! And that's a real chance missed.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Lucas Moura. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Suarez. Sissoko tries to get it forward quickly. Son Heung-min. And here's Suarez. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And it's Kane. Done very well to intervene. Roberto goes looking. Barcelona get it back again. He's found his man. Son Heung-min gets the better of his man. Drilled in low. Away from immediate danger. Messi. Crunching tackle. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cuts it out.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, it's Dembele. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, good interception. And here's Suarez. Oh, he's broken through. Messi, chance to shoot. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Ericsson. And that will be the final act. Barcelona don't understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. We'll look back on the game then, Jim.